So welcome everyone. So let's start today's game. So today's game we are white. So we are on the white side. So let's go with the classical opening B4. I don't know why he's singing so much in first move. Okay, so that's the knight. So let's try the checkmate in five. Let's try that one here. So if he actually doesn't know that, he's gonna win. Just checkmate in five moves and the will be over. So just thinking for a while. He didn't see that. So well, he actually opened the pawn here. So he moved the pawn to d6, so the king can actually escape here. So let's try. I think so. Just keep that here. So we can potentially go here and like that. Let's checkmate here. So he knew what's coming, but you can potentially do something like this. And so check here, but he'll bring that here. So nah, I don't do that. So okay. So let's see what we can do. Okay, I'll just develop the pieces here. Right. Uh, yeah. Yeah, we'll move this pawn here. Just realize this pawn has no support, so you can just take with that. So I always realize things after I make the move. So before making the move, I just try to understand that it doesn't just I just don't think about that. He actually didn't take that. It was a free pawn there. Okay, just doing that. Probably he's trying to I don't know, defend me coming here, so I can bring this right there. Uh, so anyway, so just like that, we just move this here. Let's see what happens. It's probably going to come somewhere here. Or he might also go there. He took that. And we can actually take that with a bishop. Or we can take with this and we can do something like that. And let's check. Come here. Sorry, come here. I don't know. So probably just take that. It's okay. I should have taken with that. Uh, okay. So probably he needs to move his knight here. This pawn is actually supported by the horse. And we actually have undeveloped pieces here. We have like four pieces are not yet developed, so we have to develop that. We have considered some of this here. It's trying to do this for here. So we need to define that. So uh, next I'm going to do one thing. So I'll just put this here, and around next move he does something like this one, like or this one. He does something like this, and I'll go here. So we already here. So he does something like that. And take that, and take that as a check, and bring in the knight also, and I can do something like this one. I'm just doing things on myself. So okay, so for now, I should do that here. If I should, It actually gone somewhere here. I don't know what I'm doing, so just have to defend this pawn here so that he doesn't take and for the rook and king on a1 and e1. So you can just, yeah, now we are chilling here. So so probably my plan now is we can kind of do something here like that. He takes that and sacrifice the bishop. I don't know what's the whole point, but you can just kind of take that with the bishop. He takes that with the pawn, and you take that with the queen, and you have a check. And the only option for him is to move his king here or here. If he moves to e7, then we cannot take this pawn. Okay, we can actually do one of those moves. Uh, but after we take here, we cannot actually take this one because it is protected by the knight. So I don't know. Hmm. So we'll just develop the knight here. We'll just try to castle or something. So I'll bring this bishop here so that they're developing a piece. So just do that. So I can castle. Actually trying to do something here. You can actually do n% here. Okay, that would be actually cool. Let's just try something different. So you can do this n%. And if at all he takes with the horse, you can just take that with the queen here. So I'm just trying to do that. Let's just use the n% move here. So there's a special move where if the pawn is standing here, and from here, if the pawn takes two moves in the first move, only for the next move, the opponent has the option to do something like n%. So you can just uh, go like take the pawn like that. So you can just move across, and you can just take that pawn from here. So that is the n% move. Uh, so it is actually good. Actually did that. So this is kind of a strong position. Now we don't have the pawn that is here. We can have the pawn here. Okay, we can do something like now we can also move our horse here. Knight, access knight here. So next move, if we try to do something like this, so if we do something like this, then you can again take the thing. Or actually, I don't know. So yeah, so probably the next move for me is to do something like that. King King c1, and then castle here, and rook comes to d1, and after that we can go e1 to check e8. Okay. We also have a piece of developed, so we can probably bring something like that. Okay, so solid position. So far, like, yeah, this is kind of a good one. Uh, I think so. I don't know so much. So I don't know why it's taking so long to make a move. It's only like 5 minutes in. Uh, okay, it's probably the move that he can make is try to take this bishop here. Just take something like that, and we take that, and it's going to prevent us from doing a castling on this side because the king is open on this file. We end up doing this one. Whatever. Okay. Uh, so which leaves this pawn here undefended, and we can actually take that to the bishop, and we'll have a discovery check there. So we'll just do that. I don't know what he was thinking when he did that. Oh, I just didn't realize that this bishop was protecting this square here. Okay, so he just okay, fine. Uh, and in next move we have check if at all he takes this one, Next move, we have a discovery check where he does something like this. Then the check, and if he doesn't move the queen here, you're taking the queen in the next one, you're getting an extra queen there. So it's kind of okay. So just move the king here for now. So if he takes this, then we have a discovery check here. Oh, he actually took that. And we have a good move here. So we can actually, yep, so that's a check. And we have the queen, we can take that for free. So, so that's a good one. So, and the only option for him is to save his queen, or probably cannot do that. So he needs to do something like that. He needs to move his queen to d7 so that he can get, he can take a piece while for his queen. Otherwise, his queen is just going for a pawn. So, yep, this is the only move that he has to do. If he wants some piece in exchange for his queen, otherwise his queen is just gonna go to his pawn or something. Uh, okay. So that was kind of unintentional that I didn't actually think about him doing something like that because the bishop here was protecting. Okay, so actually he made a move. So yeah, so let's take the queen. The queen for taking this move. Okay, we got up his queen, friends. So that is about that. So we got a queen, and now we can actually protect this pawn so that we can kind of go for a promotion there, and we can get a queen the next step probably. Do something like this. You can do something like this to protect the pawn, or do something like that to protect the pawn. Oh, I just do that with the I just do that with the horse here. So this is protecting that, and probably wants to do something like that. And you cannot do that, so because the queen is there, so you cannot do that. So yeah, so that is the thing. So I can actually go check, and he might come here and take his bishop, and he'll take the knight. I'll take this bishop. Okay, so that's a good plan. Go here, check. Needs to come here. Now I'll take this bishop. He'll take this one. Okay, take that. He'll take this one. I'll take that. Okay, and yes, things are going like as we planned. So now we can actually promote this thing here. So probably we need to do something like that. But I'll just take that if it does that. You can do something like this, but I'll just take that. So nothing really stops from the queen promotion, or probably I can do something like that. I'll take that. Okay, I'll run this one. So just takes and just take. But I'm going trying to keep put a checkmate here. Checkmate. Uh, and actually put a check here. So he has to take or move the same here. Then this is leaving that undefended. And next move we'll do something like that. He cannot do this because I'll just take that. Okay. So I'll just do something like that, check here. Now he has to move the king. Oh, he can actually move here. I just didn't realize that. Okay. Probably he's going to move somewhere here. Actually took that. So let's wonder, I don't know. So probably I should have moved my pawn here and then fix that and take that with queen. Yeah, so probably I'll just do that. So you got a queen, you have two queens on the board. He's probably gonna take that. And I'll take his rook. Okay. Now his horse is pinned because if he moves his horse, he'll just take that knight. So he cannot move his horse or his knight. So he move his knight or his rook. So he has to do something like that. And he can do something like that and so check. And he needs to move somewhere here or here. So I'll just give a check. Gonna do something like that. Or like that. If he does this, then I can do this. He needs to go there. Then I can just bring that. Checkmate. Yeah. Okay. If he does go. Oh, he just left the game. So that is it, friends. So that is the game for today. So it was actually a good game. The key thing was we kind of somehow managed to bring that pawn to the end of the board, and then we got a new queen, and then yeah, so it was he took his queen, and then we kind of took the queen. So that pawn that went there is kind of the thing here that changed the game. So yeah, it was a good game today. So we won the second game also. So that's it for today, friends. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.